Are we in frame? We in frame. The levels are good. The lighting is good. We straight. Hat fitted. You know what I mean? Okay. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Once again, Orlando here, and welcome to Street Frames. This is gonna be episode number 2, second episode, baby. We made it. Consistency, that's the key, right? I was trying to do videos every week, but you know how things go. You make a plan and it doesn't go the way it's supposed to be. Mike Tyson said it best. Everybody has a plan until you get punched in the face. And you know what? I got punched in the face last week. I was feeling a little sick. Nothing COVID related. All right, so let's get that out the way. Allergy season is here. Regardless, you know what? Let's not, ramble on. So this is going to be episode number 2. So again, street photography series, walking around, POV, showing you guys what I'm taking pictures of, talking about it, explaining it. This time it's going to be a night photography. I went out a couple of days ago to New York in the middle of the night. It had to be like midnight or something like that. It was a little crazy. I was being lazy all day, and I was like, you know what? Let me just get up and go do this. And, ended up being midnight. I was like, all right, I got here a little too late, but regardless, we got it done. I will say this though, a couple things. One, it was cold that night. It was probably like 40 degrees. The temperature all day was like around like 65, and then all of a sudden, as soon as the nighttime came, it dropped so quick. I definitely didn't bring enough clothes. I had like a t-shirt on and a hoodie, and I probably should have had a jacket on, because that's the reason why I didn't stay out there too long. I was only out there for maybe about an hour, maybe an hour 15, if not less than that. But regardless, and then number 2, so when I do these POV visuals, obviously I have my camera to shoot, but also I like to mount my phone, and I have to upgrade. I'm definitely going to be upgrading to maybe a GoPro or do something else. But during the daytime, mounting my phone on top of my camera works out great. Nighttime, iPhone has some issues. The pictures were okay. The videos were a little grainy, but we'll make do what we got. All right, I'm not gonna make any excuses. Regardless, we're here. So a couple of things before I start the video. So I meant to mention this last time I posted a video, and I didn't. So besides me going out there doing the point of a POV style to taking the shots and everything like that, I also have my headphones on. If you guys know me, and I know a lot of people who are following me, or a lot of friends and family members, I love music. I have always been known to have my headphones on from the time of elementary school all the way to high school, later on in life, and so on and so forth. I DJ'd for a couple of years, so I love music. So with that being said too, like when I go out there to take photos, I have to get myself in a zone, especially when you're out in the streets. Like sometimes, people are just loud and you don't want to hear certain conversations. But then again, sometimes you do. But I create playlists that I put on, like I'm Jessica Biel in what's that, Blade Trinity. So I have my playlist that I put on, and I go out there and shoot. So what I've been doing for you guys is that I am curating the playlist that I am putting together, and I'm sharing it with you guys on Apple Music. I share it on Spotify, and I'll put the link on the bottom of the description so you guys can follow as well. Either one, Apple Music or Spotify, it's going to be the same playlist for both sides. Every now and then, like, one will have some songs that the other ones doesn't, just because of, I guess, exclusivity, whatever that word, exclusivity. So regardless, it'll be there for you guys. All right, so again, like I mentioned, this is going to be night photography this time around. So I went to Times Square, and as I mentioned before, it was around midnight. I really wanted to shoot something a little bit closer to what I've been experiencing lately. I've been messing around with my film camera. I started using the CineStill 800T. So if you're familiar with that film stock, so CineStill is meant to resemble, well, it's not meant to resemble. It is that film that has been used for actual video, like they do in movies, and it's been transformed over to film camera. So it has that grainy, that dark, moody look that you'll see in so many movies. So I shot, a roll of film a couple of weeks ago with that, and I really want to be able to idolize the same exact style with my digital camera. So the editing part is a little bit different, but when I went out there to shoot, I really wanted to, emulate that look. I slapped on my Pro Mist filter on the lens, 35mm 1.4 Sigma Art, one of my favorite lenses, and I went out there and did the damn thing. I went out there for, like I said, like about an hour, maybe an hour 15, and walked around Times Square area. If you're gonna do nighttime photos, why not do Times Square? Because Times Square obviously has the most amount of the lights in, like neon, when it comes to going to New York City. So yeah, if you guys grab something to drink, grab a quick bite to eat. This isn't gonna be a super long video. I'm just gonna get into it. You guys enjoy. Peace. Alright guys, coming in with the voiceover, doing some night shooting tonight. Headed down to Times Square around midnight. Very, very windy, very cold night. Again, doing my thing. So it started off with just trying to get some action here. Street vendor, you gotta get the rice, the halal meat, over the rice. But I really want to highlight the way that everything looked, because I was trying to go for that cinematic look. Almost resembling like film stock Cinestill. So if you guys ever shot with Cinestill, it's like a film stock that resembles that cinematic look. So it really brings out those greens and those reds, and it has that classic look that you've seen in so many movies throughout the years. Surprisingly, Times Square was empty. Like, even though it was midnight, and I think it was Friday night, if I'm correct, it wasn't that busy. I think, New York's still, teetering between figuring out what to do. But I was out there for maybe about 45 minutes to an hour, nothing crazy. Again, just walking around literally like 2-3 blocks, nothing crazy. Had to stop up at the AMC area. I mean, you guys have probably seen this shot plenty of times. So many photographers come here, especially at nighttime. Now that it's a little bit quieter, it's not as bright as it normally is. Like the marquee signs, some of them are turned off, and some of the lights are a little bit low, but that AMC sign is always bright. So I really want to get a subject walking through, and I was waiting for like 5 minutes, and I snapped off a couple of shots that you guys saw there. But I really like that last one, that a guy walking through, he had his mask on, looked at me a couple of times, so I really wanted to make sure I nailed that one. And then walked across the street, 42nd Street subway, one of the entrances. This is the classic one that I like, that has the big subway sign on it. So again, just kind of standing there for probably like 10 minutes. There was literally nobody out there, just walking and taking a look at the guy that was walking in. Like I said, it was a short night. It was cold. It was definitely breezy out there. I didn't want to spend too much time out there. Like, even though we're getting into spring now, the weather that night was super windy. It had to be like at least 40 or dropping a little bit underneath 40 degrees. So I wasn't dressed for it. I think I just had a hoodie on. Like, even though, like I said, it's spring, it definitely didn't feel like it was a super nice spring evening. Like we're getting now. But yeah, and I mean, these were this was the last shot of the night. NBC building, just looking for a nice person to walk by underneath the Rainbow Room, and found one guy and just took a shot. He said, all right, that's it. Call it a night, baby. It's time to wrap it up and go home. All right, guys, welcome back. I told you it's going to be a quick little video, like short walk, probably no more than, like I said, 45, maybe an hour, 15 minutes at the most. But like I said, it was cold out there. It was windy. I definitely wasn't dressed for the situation, so I want to get in and out as quick as I possibly can. Change the lighting up a little bit, trying to, maintain that cinematic look. Trying to be my best Steven Spielberg or Stanley Kubrick, whatever I can, to get that vibe out there. But again, I said short video, but I don't want to sell you guys short. So I know some of you guys have followed me throughout the years, especially when it comes to Instagram and Twitter, and have seen like my rise as far as like taking photos and the way my style has changed throughout the years. So I want to introduce some of you guys who are new, and some of the people who have known me for a while. Let me reintroduce myself. My name is O. Nah, that's corny. But regardless, I'm going to share some photos with you guys. You know, obviously some of my nighttime photos that I've taken within the past couple of years. I think my style has definitely been honed in and, you know, been focused a lot more into the current look and style that I follow now. Started about 2 years ago. So I'm going to share some photos with you guys. All nighttime stuff that I've done in the past. And yeah, enjoy. But besides that, we're going to do this again real soon. The weather's definitely warming up. So nighttime is going to be the right time for me. All right? Enjoy the photos.